I'm here to welcome everyone to Hell in a Cell, and as you can understand, this is Hell in a Cell 2022, which took place in June this time. What is a rare sight. And right in the beginning, Bobby Lashley faces gigantic monster Amos and his Wiseman MVP in a freaking handicap match. Also, before the match, MVP presented his new song called Fall Mighty. The main strategy was for MVP to use Amos to weaken Lashley, to do all the bulk work, and then taking advantage of the situation. But in the turning point, Lashley speared MVP, tried to pin him. Amos interrupted the pinfall attempt, and while he was focused on Lashley, Cedric Alexander interfered to help Lashley to derail Amas's attention. And then Bobby caught Amos with a spear to take him out, to then destroy MVP in the hurtlock and get the win. After the match, the Almighty showed championship belt impression, and later made it even more clear by taking the WWE Championship replica belt to call the shot on Roman Reigns, of course. This is the match I wanna see more than any other, because since 2018 they both became much better in the ring and on the microphone, so this is different this time. And even though they met each other last year on Raw, but it was a triple threat match also including Big E, whereas I wanna see exactly one-on-one match between them. Kevin Owens and Ezekiel finally face each other one-on-one for the first time since starting their feud on Raw after WrestleMania. This wasn't a masterpiece, but also wasn't a bad match certainly. After some beef with Stone Cold himself at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens needed some retaliation on someone, and after getting angry, hitting Cannonball and a stunner, he won the match. Overall, this whole Elias Ezekiel thing is very strange. It was funny the first time, but now it's stuck in the same place, and what's next to do with this character? The entire Judgment Day takes on AJ Styles, Finn Balor and Liv Morgan. It started in an absolute chaos fight between all of 6 competitors, and after restoring some order, this match turned out to be fast, furious and creative. Everyone did the one's best work. Surprisingly, the main attraction in this match was Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley brawling. Damian Priest chokeslammed Balor. Styles knocked Priest out with the phenomenal forearm. Edge took out Styles, and as Balor tried to finish Edge, Rhea Ripley blocked his way to stop his momentum and to allow Edge to spear Balor for the victory. There will be more and more members in the Judgment Day, and they are going to grow as a stable. On the backstage, Bobby Lashley appreciated Cedric Alexander for standing up for himself after disrespect from MVP at Amos. Happy Corbin has to face Madcap Moss in a no-holds-barred match, where Madcap is looking for serious retribution after being destroyed by Corbin, who tried to break his neck on SmackDown. Unexpectedly, this match was great. It was actually a no-holds-barred match where both guys used many foreign objects and fighting outside. Corbin tried to break his neck again by hitting it on a chair. Then he grabbed the steel steps to finish the job, but Madcap put him through the steel steps itself with fall-away slam. Hit the punchline, put his neck on a chair and finished him with the steel step strike, winning the match. I didn't expect a good match where Corbin is included, but a no-holds-barred rules got the job done. Mustafa Ali challenges Theory for his United States Championship in his hometown of Chicago. The hometown crowd really supported Ali and chanted his name during the match. Several high-flying moves, many reversals, but nothing special at all. Mustafa Ali tried to surprise Theory, tried to catch him off guard, but he couldn't get the 3 count, and when he went for 450 splash, Theory got out the way, hit the chop block, and hit his A-Town down to win the match, make his classic selfie, and bask in the glory all day. And now the main event of this year's Hell in a Cell is of course Hell in a Cell match, the one and only Hell in a Cell match on this show. And this is for a reason. This is the greatest WWE match in at least last 15 years. And now I'm gonna tell you why. Right from the beginning, Seth freaking Rollins showed up with reference to Dusty Rhodes on his attire. Then there was Cody Rhodes, who revealed how scary his right side looks after taking his jacket off. First minutes were the most intense, as Cody tried to be very accurate, while Rollins tried to rip his right shoulder apart. It was really very scary to watch how Rollins damages his right shoulder with kendo stick, putting it through the cell, hitting it with steel steps. Rollins was just relentless, classless, but Cody wasn't even thinking to give up, and the first big reversal was him getting out the way from Rollins' splash, who crashed through the table. Then Cody took legendary bull rope, which is classic for Rhodes' family, and then he demanded Rollins to put it on, and even Rollins accepted this challenge. This allowed Cody to do some damage and increase his chances, but even there Rollins turned the tide and made it even worse. But Cody Rhodes barely hit the first crossroads. Seth kicked out and put him through the table with a powerbomb, but Rhodes still kicked out somehow. After that we have another reference as Rollins took the sledgehammer, which leads to that legendary moment where Cody broke the throne. Seth attempted to smash Cody, but he intercepted and hit pedigree, which makes reference right back to Triple H. Rollins hit the stomp out of nowhere. Rhodes kicked out again and again. Then Rollins hit the crossroads and Cody immediately answered with his own crossroads. They both went after sledgehammer. Rhodes took it but fell on his knees, and Rollins took the sledgehammer, and just right before the strike, Cody countered into 2 consecutive crossroads, and the final shot was him finally knocking out Seth freaking Rollins with sledgehammer itself. As a result, the victory for the American Nightmare, and not only that, but also the defining moment not just for Cody Rhodes, but for the entire WWE. With injury like that, he could just refuse to compete and not risk his career, but he not just demanded to go, but also put on a courageous once-in-a-lifetime performance. Last time we saw something like that had been Stone Cold Steve Austin refusing to tap out to Bret Hart's sharpshooter. Here Cody even toppled it. Cody is the new symbol of courage in WWE. Even Dave Meltzer will no doubt give at least 5 stars to this match or even more. This show was great. No pointless matches, no boring matches. And of course the main event will go down as one of the greatest WWE matches of all time. And for the first time I give 10 stars out of 10. And deservedly so. Thanks everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to see all the action. See you later.